What's going on? Good Saturday. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Introvert Conversation, where we're not loud but proud to be who we are, and we're making no excuses for it. I want to wrap up this week just to check in to make sure that you did your homework assignment. You were to greet all of your coworkers this week to help build with your confidence skills. Why do you have to have confidence skills? You have to have confidence because confidence gets you a long way in life. It gets you far in life when you feel good about yourself, when you have high self-esteem. So that's why I will stress it over and over and over again to have confidence. So I hope that's something that you worked on this week. I wanted you to be able to greet all of your coworkers. So why should I greet all of my coworkers? You should greet all of your coworkers to provide consistent behavior. Introverts come off as very mean. Sometimes we come off as very, inside our own world, we come off very awkward. So the fact that you greet your coworkers each and every day, it provides consistency. It shows your coworkers that you're a friendly person, you have a very pleasant demeanor, and that you're very welcoming. So that's why I suggest that you always greet your coworkers each and every day. So I hope that's something that you did work on. Okay. Also, we will have another homework assignment next week. Tomorrow. It will be another assignment for you to help you build up your confidence skills. As a quiet personality, again, oftentimes we feel insecure. We feel we don't matter. We feel like we don't belong. We don't fit in. And those are things that are very much so a part of being a quiet personality. Okay? So, our goal for next week is going to be something very similar where we're going to again work on our social skills and work on our confidence skills. Yes, we're going to work on our confidence and our social skills for next week. So please follow me on YouTube, follow me here, and follow me also on TikTok, The Introvert Conversation, and also follow my Patreon. If you are on Patreon, my Patreon is called The Introvert Conversation. I provide strategies and techniques on how to be a confident introvert and how to use your quiet power. You being a quiet person is it's your strength. It's not a weakness. It's not a weakness to be quiet. We don't need a lot of loud, talkative people all the time. We are quiet, we are confident, and we provide balance to the world, right? We provide a great balance to the world. Okay? So oftentimes you may feel like you don't matter. You may feel like you're an outsider. You may feel like people don't like you. And I get that because I used to always feel that way too. But now I've learned that who I am is enough, and who you are is enough too. You are enough. You matter. You're important. You're special. I want you to say these things to yourself over and over again. I want you to gain that confidence. I want you to be the best you. If someone were to say to you, rate yourself from 1 to 10, always say you're a 10. Always say you're a 10. I don't care if you're a 5 on a good day. Always say you're a 10. Okay? Don't wait for others to affirm you. Always affirm yourself. I can go days and days without getting a compliment. It's not going to come. No one's going to give me a compliment. No one's going to say, hey, you're doing a good job. Because guess what? Nobody cares. So you have to affirm yourself. That's why it's called affirmations. You have to affirm your own existence. Okay? So last night we talked about dating as a quiet personality. So, what is an introvert? What is it to be quiet? So, when you're quiet, it means that you find solitude, that you find peace with interacting with as few people as possible. Okay? As opposed to an extrovert. An extrovert loves to interact, loves to be social. Now, an introvert is not a mental disorder. Please do not think that you have a mental disorder because you tend to be more quiet and reserved, okay? And stop saying that you're antisocial. You're not antisocial. Antisocial is actually a mental disorder, and it's along the lines of lacking empathy, and it's also something like you're a bit of a psychopath. So you're not antisocial. You just like and you find joy with being alone. Okay? Now, my background is in psychology, so when someone says they're antisocial, I'm going, huh? No, 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 no. And a person having antisocial disorder, they're very rare also. Okay? So stop saying that. That's not you. You just enjoy being alone. You find value in being alone. Okay? So, with that, again, I want you to have confidence. I want you to feel good about yourself. You may have been bullied in school because you're quiet. You may still be getting bullied right now. You know, because I'm a quiet person, I don't have a lot of friends and I don't get invited to a lot of parties. I'm being honest with you. People don't invite me to a lot of functions or events because people don't like that I'm quiet, that I'm within. I don't share a lot of my thoughts. I don't share a lot of my secrets because women for the most part overshare. Women talk too much sometimes, right? So I don't really fit into that category. I don't share too much. So people don't like that. So if there's a party or a gathering, I never get invited. Oh well, because guess what? I like myself. I affirm who I am. I don't need a lot of friends. I am good with me. I am good with the family. I have a lot of family, and that's good enough for me. And that's how I want you to feel. So don't feel like you are an outsider. Don't feel like no one understands you. I understand you. I get it. I get it. Society thinks that something is wrong with us because we don't want to overshare. We don't want to talk. We like to listen. We like to observe. We're very intuitive, right? Now we can't read people's minds. We don't, it's not, we're not like this psychic ability or things like that, but we're very intuitive. Okay, we're able to read people because we stay silent so much. Okay, so I get you, I understand you, but I want you to have confidence. And another way to have great confidence is you have to watch your body language. Introverts tend to be like this, or we're like this. Okay. If you don't have proper body language, what you're telling people that you're insecure, or you're telling people that you don't want to be bothered. And sometimes that's not what you mean, but it's coming across that way. So I want you to sit up straight. I want you to look people in the eye. I want you to give good eye contact. I want you to relax your shoulders. I want you to feel good. Okay? There's no reason to be like this. Okay? It comes off as weird. It comes off as very weird. And it comes off as like we have like a bitch face. Okay? So we don't want to come off like that because people take it the wrong way. We want to come off as pleasant, secure, happy, friendly. Okay. Even though we're still going to be quiet, we're still going to have our boundaries, right? We're still going to have our boundaries, and you can't really cross the boundaries, but we're not going to come off as a bitch or as a weirdo. Okay. We're just not going to come off like that. Okay. And how do we do it? We do it with practice. I need you to practice these techniques. I need you to look in the mirror tonight and say to yourself, I'm beautiful, I'm wonderful, I matter, I'm special. When you say it to yourself, it sounds it sounds, icky, right? It doesn't sound good, but it matters and it works. I want you to unleash the confidence that's in you. It's in you. I used to be just like you. I used to be insecure. I used to care what people thought about me. As an introvert, we overthink. So I would overthink. And I would overthink so much it prevented me from having high self-esteem. Okay? So I want you to unlock, okay, your esteem. It's to be extremely high. Rise up. Okay? You have it in you. It is in you right now. Now, you may have been bullied growing up. You may have been bullied. Okay, so your first bullies are your family members, right? Your first bully is your siblings, your cousins, and sometimes even your own parents. Okay? Okay. Okay, your first bullies were your siblings. Your own family members bullied you the most, right? But you have to let go of that. Don't internalize that too much, okay? Because my biggest bully was my older sister. She was my biggest bully. She always wanted to hit me. She always wanted to make fun of me. She this, that, but I let it go. I let it go. And I have moved on, okay? But it used to get to me so much, all right? So, but I've learned to just let it go and move on. So I want you to do that too. So not only oftentimes your first bullies are in your household, but then you go to school. And then the school is your bully because you're quiet, because you're nerdy, because you don't fit in. And even teachers can be bullies. Can you believe it? Even teachers can be bullies. Okay? So we have to unleash the goodness in who we are. It's there. It's in you. Okay? But again, you have to work on your body language. Let go of your arms. Relax your shoulders. Breathe. Relax. It's okay. Introverts, quiet people, we come off as very serious, intense. Okay? Because we are. I'm a very serious person. We come off very serious, and that's okay. But it can't come off in the way that we move our bodies, in the way that we navigate in the world. We have to relax. Take a joke. A lot of times we can't even take a joke. But now I can take a joke. Okay? It's good to laugh and to feel good. Now, last night we talked about how do you date when you're a quiet person? How do you date, right? So when it comes to dating and before we get to dating, I also want to mention that many introverts they have a highly sensitive personality. They are empaths. Okay, I can never say that word. We have a tendency to really internalize other people's feelings, emotions, and experiences. We take it all in, and we shouldn't do that. That's very unhealthy. We should not take in other people's experiences, emotions, and feelings. We should be able to hear something or listen to something and watch something and then be able to let it go. But with an empath, oftentimes we take it on. So you start to cry, you're crying, and then I start to cry. You're feeling depressed, and I start to feel depressed. And it shouldn't be like that. Okay, so we have to work on that. Now, when someone is highly sensitive, that can go into along the lines of maybe there might be some issues with a mental disorder, or maybe someone may need a little bit of counseling, things like that, to work out some stuff. So, yeah, so with that, that can be a little bit of another issue. Okay, all right. So, just to keep that in mind, that introverts oftentimes we are highly sensitive. Okay, now to because I'm after I'm speeding through this because my phone about that. Okay, so dating as a quiet person. When you date as a quiet person, I want you to listen to me and listen to me clearly. Okay. This is for women. I cannot give men dating advice. If you are a quiet, shy man, you are going to have a hard time because women are not attracted to shy, quiet men. They're just not. I'm being honest with you. If you are, it's not about money, it's about confidence. So if you are a shy, quiet man, I'm going to need you to get advice from other men. Okay. Now, I can help quiet men with career goals, with personal achievements, but with dating, no. You have to talk to other men on how to attract women if you are a quiet, shy man. I cannot help you with that, honestly. Now, I can help women. Now, women, listen to me and listen, because I'm a woman of a certain age, okay? All right. So I know. Listen to me. Men do not like shy, quiet women. They do not like us. They do not like quiet, shy personalities. Men do not like it. They are not attracted to it. They will lie and say, yes, we do. We love women that are calm, reserved. No, they don't. They're not attracted to that. Men are attracted to women who are lively, vivacious, friendly, confident, laughing, okay, approachable. All right. So if you are a woman and you come across as looking like a bitch, looking weird, looking awkward, men are turned off by that. Okay. There are a few that may think it's kind of interesting, but for the most part, men are interested in confident, more loud women. Not loud as in aggressive, not loud as in trashy, but loud as in bold, confident. Okay, these are facts. Men are not into quiet personalities like us. Okay, remember that. So don't take it personal when you find like, well, what did I do on the date? You know, how were you acting on the date? Were you giving good conversation skills? If a man is to because with us as introverts, sometimes we give a one word response. So we're out on a date and the man is like, what do you like to do for fun? And you say, go to the movies. No, the man needs to hear more. Okay, I like to go to the movies and, okay, what else? So that's why I want you to work on your social skills and your conversation skills. Because you could be the most beautiful woman in the world, but if your personality is not lively, vivacious, fun, friendly, you are going to get blocked. You are really not going to hear from that man again. Because he's going to feel like you're boring and he's going to feel like you don't want to share because women talk too much. Women talk so much and they overshare, and then you're the woman not really talking as much. They see it as a turn off, not a turn on. It's not fair. I didn't make the rules, but this is how we are socially. This is how we are socially. Okay. And I used to couldn't figure out what was it about me, but then I figured it out over time. That I was being weird on a date. I really was. I was being very weird on a date. I wasn't giving. I wasn't alluring. I wasn't sexy. I wasn't intriguing. I was shut completely down. Okay, so you have to give a little bit. Now, it doesn't mean be fake. It doesn't mean be fake. Now, I don't want anyone to be fake, but I want you to give something on the date because we're quiet, so we come off as very standoffish. So don't give that. Don't give that, okay? And how do you work on that? You work on that by having confidence, by practicing. So pretend we're out on a date and you ask some questions. So movies, I love nature, I love hiking, I love playing in makeup. I have all these things that I can share and it makes the date fun. But if I'm like this, I just like to do stuff. Okay, you're not gonna get a call back. The date is over. It's gonna be too much. It's gonna be too much silence in the air. So you don't want that. Okay. All right. So my phone, I'm on 2%. Okay. Also, when you're out on a date as a quiet person, I want you to have some tidbits. And what I mean by that, I want you to have some stories that you can share. Little stories, okay? And also when you're out on a date as a quiet person, have fun. Don't take the date too seriously. It's just another human being. Okay? It's just another human. You don't have to do too much. Don't talk about politics. Don't talk about religion. Just relax, chill out. Enjoy the person. Enjoy being with the other human. That's all. It's just a human, okay? There's no reason to be intimidated. There's no reason to be anxious. You're just out with another human, okay? So relax. But what you could do, because there's going to be that airy moment where it becomes quiet and awkward, what you're going to do, you're going to have stories, little gems that you can throw out there so the person gets to know you. So tell little stories of tell a story of like, oh my gosh, I remember this time I did this, or I remember this time I was so embarrassed and I did that. Men love that kind of stuff because they're developing a way to get to know you. You're sharing, but you're not oversharing, if you get what I mean. You're able to share, but you're not oversharing. Okay? Because a lot of times, many women talk too much and they say too much, and it's a turn off. Okay, you want another date. Okay, I'm on 1%, so it's time for me to go. So with that being said, please follow me on here, The Introvert Conversation. Also follow me on TikTok, The Introvert Conversation. Have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow around this time, I will get on live again and we'll discuss again. And I thank you so much for all the beautiful comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see you. I see you. Thank you. Please follow me. Have a great night. Bye.